moment we've all been waiting for, the success story of the scheme. To hear out from the Stand Up India beneficiary herself, Ms. Krishna Datta, who's the founder of Great Foods Impex Private Limited. Great Foods is involved in third-party manufacturing and vegetarian and non-vegetarian frozen foods. Ms. Datta is a veteran in food processing industry with 25 plus years experience in food safety, statutory and regulatory compliance. She's provided inputs related to accreditation norms established by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India in January 2013, and also conducted lead auditor trainings in India and abroad. I now request Ms. Krishna Datta to share her experience, knowledge, and through her story, encourage more women to use the scheme fruitfully.
Naman, can we have the intro video?
Good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Krishna Datta, and thank you for this lovely opportunity. It's great being here. Can I get the screen share option, please?
Yes, ma'am, it might be available if you will check down.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I got it. So I just thought I'll make a very small presentation about how I went about this entire structure of getting the loan and then further moving with it. So I would really like to thank Kove for the lovely introduction, and something that resonates with what I do is providing employment for women and empowering them to really move ahead. So my organization is Great Foods Impex Private Limited, and we are into manufacturing handmade frozen foods, and especially the foods that touch the palate of the Indian taste. So it's a very fresh concept because in the frozen world, for a long time, people just remained confined to vegetables and maybe perishable products. But it was only recently that various snack foods and Indian breads and meals could be frozen in their proper condition. So there was a stabilization process, and we have accomplished that, and we are currently doing a lot of frozen foods which include snacks and gravies and Indian breads, sauces, chutneys and meals. So like any business, of course, funding becomes a very, very critical part of it. And there came a time when I thought of really putting up my own venture in 2018. And then in May 2018, I got my company registered. And then I began looking at how much capital I had, which I could really invest with. And it was very clear to me that it would not last me for a long time, because this frozen food industry happens to be a very interesting industry, wherein initially you have a very high capital requirement because of the way it is, but eventually after a few years it starts reducing. So we started the process with a very low fund of about 5 lakhs, which actually was taking care of the working capital and the immediate raw material needs. and I started working in a property which was actually ready with the infrastructure and took it on lease. So, this is also a suggestion for any of the entrepreneur who would like to come in. Like, it's better you start doing something on in a facility which already has got some infrastructure ready. Because if you start putting up everything yourself from the day one, there's a very high opportunity that you make some mistakes with respect to equipment and machinery. So when we started working, we were also looking at what are the different funding that we could actually get, because that is something that we would eventually need. And in that, we realized that we have to first discipline ourselves around this fund that we need, because we cannot be making some mistakes and start cleaning up that with the fund. We need to use it only to grow and expand ourselves. So we made an application for the loan in December 2018 under the Stand Up India. Now, this Stand Up India scheme was actually explained to us by the bankers. Like, we did not have any financial consultant in the beginning, but the bankers actually suggested, and they said that you will need some person to guide you with this kind of qualification and competency. So we got one, and then that person and I sat down together with him, and we made the entire loan application because we wanted to be really true by whatever we were actually writing in it. So the documentation was prepared as we saw in the previous presentation. Like, you need to prepare your future projections, and you need to understand your how your cash flow will be in future. So the entire documentation was prepared with that, including the next 5 years projection. And then the loan was sanctioned on 23rd of January 2019 by Bank of Maharashtra. Okay. So this particular thing actually did not take a very long time. It was like just about a month, wherein we ensured that everything is falling in place. And they did a visit to our facility. They also saw that, okay, things are in place. And they also actually tasted the products. They saw that there were some client deputed quality people in our facility who were actually, testing the product ongoingly. They spoke to them. In fact, Bank of Maharashtra was so convinced with the whole thing that they said, "Madam, you are already overbooked. Aapko ye loan enough hoga kya?" I said, "Yes, to begin with, let us just take this much." So, this is the infrastructure we have, like, where we have continuous fryers so that we can do continuous, consistent frying of the products. And also we have steam jacketed kettles, which ensure proper cooking in every batch. And as you all saw the picture earlier, like, we would always say and maintain that our facility is actually a larger version of an Indian kitchen. And we empower women ongoingly, and we promote handmade products, because that's what creates employability. Okay, that's what creates employment. Of course, we are also looking at doing some kind of automation, but yes, we will not be actually getting rid of the women. They will all be with us. We will scale up the orders. Okay. As of today, also, we are doing a lot of outsourcing from different factories. So maybe once we add the automation, most of the work will be done in our factories only. So you can see in these pictures, like, we have the women, and if you all can just see, this is our regular batata vada that we have. So this is being made in the facility, and you can see the level of hygiene and other things that we maintain ongoingly, because what we are careful about is that this product is being eaten by everyone. There could be children, there could be elderly, there could be immunocompromised people, there could be everyone who will be, consuming these products. Now, as we saw in the previous presentation also, here also I would just like to reiterate a little on the whole thing. Like, when I went to get a loan, there were too many things that was going on. If I'm taking the loan, will I really be able to repay it on time, and whether I can, give the interest on time, all this. And that's why we were very clear. We spent a lot of time with the bankers where we very clearly said that, okay, we should be working in this fashion. This is what we need to generate. This is the amount that we need to spend. This is the amount that we need to ensure that comes back into our kitty every week and every 15 days and every month, so that the cycle, the rolling of the money happens clearly. We got into the very clear understanding about the process, and thankfully, like, my bankers were ready to answer us questions that we asked repeatedly to them. We understood the rate of interest very clearly and how to calculate the outgoing every month. Okay. Then we understood the penalties and the other charges as well. Okay. Like, one of the important things that I would really want to make a mention of is, if you do not submit your stock statement by the 10th of every month, you attract a 2% penalty on it. And 2% can be very high. So knowing this right in the beginning before you have even taken a loan makes a lot of difference. This is also like disciplining your own self. So that day, the day the banker told me that this is what is going to happen, we put it in our schedule that this is an activity which needs to be completed before the 10th of every month. So it became a part of our system. Then the loan that I got was a secured loan against the collateral under the Stand Up India scheme. So, here I would like to just add that I'm really passionate about this business, and I have no qualms about mortgaging my property. Okay, because I'm clear that my property is secured, this scheme is pretty secured, and my business is good enough. Okay, so that kind of conviction has to be there when I am actually going in for a loan, that this loan, just because it's available, I'm not taking it. I'm taking it because I want to grow my business, I want to expand, I want to create employment, I want to be in this journey. So I chose to opt for this option because at that time factor also was playing a huge role. And I said that it's important that we finish the whole thing before the year ends, like before the March 31st sets in. So we said that we'll go for this, and then uh, the whole time period required was just about 4 weeks from the time of application of the loan to getting it sanctioned and the money getting credited. And also, I would like to mention the accomplishments that we made after we got the loan. We accomplished a turnover of rupees 2.1 crore in 5 months during this period from April 2019 to August 2019. We increased our workforce, thereby creating employment. At one point, there were nearly 50 people working in my facility. And we exported 3 containers back to back to Middle East and Qatar. And this being a handmade product, there is a lot of time that is consumed in making the products. So, we did all this just because we had the support of the bank, we had the support of the scheme with us. And we also got the power of outsourcing and addressing the needs of more clients. So even today, like, I outsource my products from nearly 3 more factories in and around Mumbai, some in Gujarat as well. And we are catering to a large number of clients. So all I would like to always mention is this is a very important, there's a very favorite quote of mine, which I love, and it drives me to go to the next level always. That is, our journey should not be limited to reaching the destination. More is there to explore in between. And I don't think, like, I will ever reach the destination. I may never reach, because I'm enjoying the journey. So that's from me. Thank you so much once again, everybody, for giving me this opportunity. And also, I would really be happy if many of the women entrepreneurs who are watching this webinar actually take the support of the Stand Up India scheme and move ahead in their journey as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Krishna. Are there any questions?